no, anxiety creeps up on me. Is this how it's supposed to feel?
Hi guys, welcome back to today's video. In this video, I will show you how to sew a vintage 1940s dress.
My friends say, get out of your comfort zone, it's a blessing in disguise. Get out of what you call home, your name is written in the sky.
I will be using crepe fabric for this project, but you can choose between non-stretchy or slightly stretchy fabric for this design. First, we fold the fabric in half and place the pattern in pieces on the wrong side of the fabric. Use the pinion to secure them together. Add seam allowance, 1.5 centimeters for the hem and 1 centimeter at other edges. Then cut the pattern piecing out. Next, use the iron to iron the interfacings onto the wrong side of the back bodice. Then cut off the accessory interfacing. Iron the interfacing onto the wrong side of the fabric. Then mark the point to A. They add seam allowance and cut the layer 1 of the front. Cut 4 pieces. With right sides together, then sew the layer 1 and the back together at the shoulder seams. Repeat for the facing. Use scissors to press it near the seam, taking the care not to press it through the seam. And press the seam open it. Then cut off the accessory fabric. With right sides together, then sew the main fabric and the facing together at the curve, as the screen shows. Use scissors to press it near the seam, taking care not to press it through the seam, to release the tension. Turn it right side out and press. Then remove stitching up to point 8. Move to the layer 2 of the front. Fold the fabric toward the wrong side and press it along the fold line.
Don't care for designer, got her own drip. Don't care for the phones, got her own whip. Don't care for the scenes, take her own.
Set the machining to a log of stitch length, anywhere from 3 to 4. Sew one straight line 3 millimeters from the edge of the fabric. Grab a string with your left hand and pull the fabric towards you with your right hand. Then keep going until you reach the required length. Next, we insert the layer 2 between the 2 sheets of layer 1.
Up the price for the features. I can see the fakes and the leeches.
Being careful that the pieces don't get skewed, then pin it and sew close to the folded edge.
I told her grab the wheel. Friends hating, told her get out Jordan Peele. But she rocks with me cause she real, for real. She get to the cash when she walk. She look like a bad when she walk.
Repeat for other side.
She look like a bad when she walk. Girl, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Girl, do it, do it.
Next, do with right sides together at the front and the back. Then sew the side seams.
She look like a bad when she walk. She get to the cash when she walk. She look like a bad when she walk. Girl, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Girl, do it, do it, do it.
Mark the center point of the waistline of the back. Sew straight lines 3 millimeters from the edge of the fabric. This is the waste bin. Use scissors to clip it onto the raw edge of the fabric kit to mark locations, such as the center of the back kit and the sided seams. Pull it on the thread and tails of your gathering of stitches to ruch up the bodice of fabric. Take the upper waistband piece and place it right sides together with the bodice along the waisted seam. Match the notches on the waistband with the pleats and sided seams on the bodice. Keep pulling until the bodice is fully gathered onto the waistband. Once you're happy, pin the gathers in place and sew a straight line 1 cm from the edge of the fabric. Sandwiching the bodice in between the 2 waistband pieces, align the lower waistband piece and bodice, with the right side of the waistband facing the wrong side of the bodice. Pin and sew a straight line 1 cm from the edge of the fabric. Now you take the lower waistband piece, fold the bottom edge up 1 cm wrong the 2 sides together, then sew it by hand to fix the fold. And sew 2 ends of the waistband. Then turning the waistband through to the right side and press. Move it to the skirt. Do with right sides together of the front and the back of skirt, and then sew the sided seams. Then ironing. Sew a base stitch 5 mm in from the raw edge. A base of stitch is a longer stitch that will later be used to gather the outside edge, pulling the outside edge towards the wrong side of the fabric.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive.
And then, fold the bottom 2 times to the left side of the fabric, and sew it close to the folded edge.
A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out,
And ironing.
the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. 'Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. 'Cause I found my way.
Sew a straight line 3 mm from the edge of the skirt. Then pull the fabric until you reach the required length. Now, You are going to attach the skirt to the outer waistband, with right sides together aligning the outer waistband and the skirt at the waist. Pin and sew a straight line 1 centimeter from the edge of the fabric.
I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way.
Now, from the inside, press the skirt and waistband seam allowances upwards, and fold the lower waistband flat to nice and neatly hide the seam allowances. Pin it and sew close to the folded edge. Next, move to the sleeve dress. First, fold the sleeve in half with wrong side out, then sew the inseam of sleeve. Also sew a straight line 3 mm from the edge on the sleeve cap and the bottom sleeve. Then pull the fabric in until you reach the required length. This is sleeve band. I ironed the interfacing on the wrong side of the fabric. Fold the sleeve band in half and then sew the inseam. Then press seam open.
Bet you never fall off, you was made for that. You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside. 'Cause niggas ain't really who they say.
Next, fold the sleeve band in half with right side out and press.
The fall is coming, I can feel it. The breeze brings goosebumps to my skin. Tonight the whiskey feels stronger. Gasoline on hidden.
Matching right sides together the sleeve and the sleeve band. Pin and sew a straight line 1 centimeter from the raw edge. Turn the sleeve to the right side out, with the body of the dress. Inside out, drop the sleeve into the armhole. Pinning the underarm into position, and sew the sleeve into place, starting at the underarm seam, and taking the pins out as you sew. Sew all the way around, making sure that the shoulder sleeve and side seams are open and flat. Finally, try that on, and mark the bun position with chalk. And add a press bun, wooden buns, and make bun holes according to the position marked. And I'm done. I know this is not an easy design for beginners. However, with these instructions I hope you won't have too much trouble sewing. I hope you find this video useful, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and see you in the next videos. Bye!